Welcome to my matcha bar. Let me show you what I have here. So this is what we use when we serve matcha to our customers. As you can see, I have many different types or blends of matcha here. All of them are single origin from Japan, some from Uji and some from Yami. Every morning I make myself a hot matcha. So what I do is I get my favorite bowl, which is this one. This is my Chao one. Really nice and deep, and it's got floral decoration and in a beautiful yellow color. So what I do is I select the matcha depending on my mood. Today I want to have my Shinryoku, which is really the highest cultivar of matcha that I have here. This is Asahi cultivar from Uji. It will be quite wasted if you're going to make this in latte, but I'm making this very premium. I'm having this, and the more premium your matcha is, the more nutrients it has because of the longer shading period, more chlorophyll, more L-theanine. So I am going to use this. So what I need to do is to get my sifter, and onto my scale here, I will make a 10-ounce cup of hot matcha. So typically I would use about 3 grams of matcha. So 1 scoop is about 1 gram into my bowl there. That's 2 and 3 teaspoons or teascoops of my chashaku here. And as always, I will have to sift this into my bowl so that there will be no clumps after whisking it. Okay, so I have quite a lot of bowls and sifter here. And when you use your matcha whisk, make sure that you soak it in water first. Warm water is okay. The idea behind that is you want your whisk to the bristles of your whisk to soften. And so I'll just put it there for a bit. Now, if you're making hot matcha, it would automatically mean that you need to use hot water to dissolve your matcha. But my suggestion is not to use too hot water, so maybe just about 60 degrees Celsius. The reason being you don't want it to be too thick. So I'm going to just pour about 35 to 40 ml of my water. This is similar to really having an espresso shot, double shot of espresso, about 36 to 45. And now I'm going to whisk this. So to whisk, make sure you gather the sides so that everything is incorporated in the warm water. So I'm just going to use circular motion to gather the sides and then whisk it up and down as fast as you can. Make sure you get everything in there. Whisk it for about 30 to 45 seconds so you still have hair. Make sure you gather all of that. Okay, now if I look under, there's nothing left, so I'm quite happy with this. Just now to whisk the surface to burst those large bubbles. Okay, so I'm going to use my favorite steaming pitcher, and this time I'm going to use oat milk. Oat milk goes well with matcha. It just enhances the taste of the matcha, making it more malty, at the same time nutty. So now I'm going to pour my matcha into my serving cup. And I'll just place it on top of my machine here. It's not always that I get my latte art right, but I'll give it my best shot. And this is my hot matcha latte, which I typically have in the morning. Many of you might ask, is it important to have some latte art when you serve your matcha hot? Well, if you have an espresso machine or a cafe with an espresso machine, this is a visually appealing way to serve your hot matcha latte. But if you are only serving matcha and you don't have an espresso machine, most of those shops would typically just warm the milk, put it in a cup, and then mix it with their whisk matcha. So whatever you have, whether you make this at home, then you can also just warm your milk and add your matcha. Enjoy! Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.